it's a year's worth of accomplishment and attention, but on the heels of the "you can't see me" and the ring finger point, then there's this idea from the White House where First Lady Dr. Jill Biden says, hey, let's invite the runners-up, the Iowa team, in the spirit of sportsmanship. I'm doing air quotes. I'm not even sure if you can see us, but what was the reaction in your locker room with your teammates to that?
Yeah, at the beginning we were hurt. Everything, it was emotional for us because we know how hard we worked all year for everything, and just being able to see that hurt us in the moment. But just going back on it, I mean, the team, you don't get that experience ever. So being able to go back, and I know my team probably wants to go for sure, and my coach is supportive of that. So I'm going to do what's best for the team, and if they would like to go and we decide on we're going to go, then we're going to go. But it was tough just seeing that in the beginning, but I think we'll all come together, and I think it'll be good.
Okay, so Angel Reese is part of that we that's going to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
There you have it. She's changed her tune.
Hey, you know what? Well, she changed her tune, but I get it. Look, I mean, she made her point. She made her point, and she has her profile has exploded. I mean, the White House even had to clarify and walk it back. I mean, it was a joke. Everybody agreed with her. And if Iowa is not going to go, I mean, the onus was on A, the White House, and B, Iowa not to go. Okay, but if Iowa's not going to go, and this isn't some political stance that she was taking, or she wasn't boycotting a White House or based on policy or what have you, then there's nothing wrong with her saying, you know what, I'm going to do what's best for the team, a team that she has to go back to next year and will continue to be a part of. And is going to continue benefiting from being a part of. So I think at a certain point, see, the thing about this whole ordeal since Sunday was a lot of emotion. Once the emotion has subsided, you got to start thinking practically. And for her, I think it was whether it was a conversation she had with the administration or a team meeting or Kim Mulkey, whoever it was, unless she has some philosophical and principled reason to not go to the White House, unless this is some protest about something bigger than basketball, there's absolutely no reason for her to say, I'm not going because you had the nerve to even suggest that the runners-up should go. Let me continue to be pissed about the very idea that a runner-up will be invited to the White House. She ain't got to hold that grudge. Right. Go enjoy the spoils of being a victor.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't agree with that. So I don't think I think for the school, our viewers, here's some poll results. So we put up polls, right? And so it's really interesting because both YouTube, which is on the right, and Instagram, which is on the left, they said no, she shouldn't go. But on Twitter, they did say that she should go. But with that being said, I always just took the position that it's ultimately, that's one Twitter commenter saying that they shouldn't go. But we also ran a poll on Twitter and they were like, no, she should go and get over it. He referred to Biden and said he's not a bracketologist because that's part of the disrespect they felt. They felt that because Biden didn't put them in his bracket, they felt disrespected by that as well. That's why they didn't let Joe Biden into their locker room. And I have to say, I don't have an issue with that. Like, some people thought they were being really petty about the whole bracket thing. But if you think of like the best competitors, Michael Jordan, right? We heard him form slights off of the slightest thing. So if that drove them to win a championship, then I think that's a good thing. And as far as the going to the White House, they felt disrespected. And when you feel disrespected by something, you take a position on it. And I don't think it's for any of us to determine okay, let's be practical. Yeah. You're caught up in the emotion. If they still felt disrespected on this day and didn't want to go, I would be okay with that. And
but that's not what she said. But wait, that's not what she said. But that's not what she said. If she said, when we started out, you said, oh, she's changing her tune. I'm saying I don't have a problem with her changing her tune. She didn't say we still feel, but you're saying that I said that they didn't have a right to feel disrespected. Everybody felt disrespected on their behalf by the idea that the runner. You literally just said that, Natalie. You said that they felt disrespected.
I'm saying the part I'm saying I don't agree with is we said that people probably talk to them, the passions have like gone down. And so we don't know what's the motivating factor for her changing her opinion is what I'm saying. But I'm saying that I don't think that it's about practicality. I think that's probably for the school. That's for others. It could be for some of her teammates. But what I'm saying is whether they were still outraged or not, I think it's okay whether they go or don't go. I don't feel strongly.
That's absolutely okay.
I think most people, or I should say, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, you know, like they should go. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And what I'm saying for me, that doesn't move me. It's about their personal feelings on it.
For you, Michael, all I'm saying from a practical standpoint, when I say practical, I mean, like, you just won a championship. It is tradition. Like, Angel Reese at this point is a business. Let's call it what it is, okay? And so if she decides that what's best for the business of basketball at LSU or Angel Reese business is for me to be this team player and not continue to be petty, that's her prerogative, and I support it. I don't think she's somehow selling out or doing an about face or getting pushed into a different place.
I wasn't suggesting
because
that,
she's
though.
got
I was just saying she changed her position. I wasn't suggesting
Yeah, and that's fine. Look, and the bottom line is she gets the best of both. She's going to the White House with her teammates to celebrate a championship. Iowa's not going to be there, and she did have the line of April when she said, we'll go to the Obamas. I like that. I just like, we'll go to the Obamas.
Like, I like the
okay, and I'm going to invite myself. Okay, I love it.
Well, you know who else is in the news? Angel and Ja were just dancing together before the parade, but Ja's back in the news. And, you know, just more on how the police investigations of him were handled. And y'all know we talked about Ja a lot. Investigation, yeah. So they didn't really conduct one, right? That's what the latest news reports are saying. But we've talked a lot about Ja on this show. So our commenters weighed in. And of course, you know, there's the people saying, don't crucify him. Don't crucify dude, right? But there's others who are just saying, like, they don't really think it's a mental health issue or, you know, he's going to counseling, but this is just him being entitled, you know? It's a cop-out. So our viewers had a lot to say on this. A lot of them are, I really hope Ja Morant learned a lesson from all of this. So our commenters were supportive, and then some thought we might have actually been being a little hard on him. So, you know, I hope that we stop getting news about Ja. That's where I land, and I hope there's a turnaround. He hasn't really been on social much, so let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I mean, the Washington Post. Mike, did you read the Washington Post article today? I mean, I think it was today. It was like, I mean, very, very comprehensive and very thorough and very alarming.
And they've been all over it. They've been all over it the entire time. The Post has done some great reporting on Ja Morant.
But a lot of coddling, a lot of protecting, and not from a security detail standpoint, but like literally coaching him during the investigation about what to say, or talking about the police about what to say, or about how, you know, they would have approached it if it were them. A lot of celebrity worship here was so problematic on so many levels. And it's scary that if these allegations are true and he keeps getting away with it, somebody's going to end up really getting hurt. Hopefully he's learned his lesson.
Natalie, I look forward to the moment we can stop talking about Ja off the court and see what he does when he gets to the conference finals against the Warriors. Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.